Hey guys, so in today's video I will be doing my left hand and I will be using these nail tips that I got from Shein, and I am thinking of doing a nail set inspired by a collage that I'm going to put up on screen. As you can see, it's mostly sunflower vintage vibes and stuff, so I thought let me bring out these nail foils once again. I want to try nail foils once again, and since we have this detachable UV lamp, I thought maybe let's just try that again, okay, and see how that would work on my nails. So I don't know which vibe to go for. I could do this brown, but this brown has some red and I don't want red in there. I want something that has some yellow and I don't know, yellow, brown. Maybe I shouldn't worry too much about what colors are in the newspaper, right? Maybe I shouldn't worry too much. So in that case, let me just pick, before I even pick out one, let me just think about which one I want while I cut off my nails. I'm going to reduce the length of my nails because I do have natural length on my actual nails, so these are a bit longer than usual. The nails on my right are the normal size of these, so because these have length, they're just a little bit longer. And I missed my chance to actually express that I have on an ocean bracelet that would go well with this nail set. So I missed my chance in the last video, but that's okay. Anyway, let me cut down these nails. Okay, I tried to do ASMR and that didn't seem like it worked. I cut down the nails. I didn't cut my index because I like the length of the index, and then I cut down everything to match the index, and it looks like I did cut my ring finger a little too short. So I'm gonna fix all of this with filing instead. And while I do that, I thought maybe I should let you know why I brought up the collage, but I'm trying to actually challenge myself. Why do these look fine all of a sudden? Maybe I should not do that, but anyway, I'm gonna tell you what I want to tell you as I do my nails because I don't like just having empty space in the video. Okay, so that was a lot to start off the video, but I am gonna go on with this primer, old primer that is, and I'm gonna go on and use it. Maybe I should do one nail at a time. I use it on that nail, and I want to use this sticky foil, and instead of, I'm just gonna put my lamp here, instead of applying this glue gel everywhere on my nail, I thought I should do like one strip down the nail like that, so that I have control over what I cure while I have this over the nail, because it gets a bit difficult to transfer everything off the nail when only one side is cured and then the other isn't. So I'm gonna try and cure this partially, and let's see how that works. And if it does work, then I'm gonna lift the other side and actually cure that. I don't know if this is gonna work, honestly, because I'm just so tired of doing this using the huge lamp and then I have only one side that has been cured. So let's see what this one looks like. Okay, I'm hoping that worked, but instead of peeling this off, I am going to use more of that nail foil glue on the side of the nail, and then try cure the side as well. I'm sure you get where I'm going with this. I'm really hoping this is a hack that worked, but now I have to do this side, and then I'll be back when it's time to peel this off because I don't know how to show this properly on camera. Okay, moment of truth. Did all of that amount to anything at all? And it looks like not. Okay, let's try peeling it from this side maybe, because I'm actually shocked that this side picked up more, and that was the side I was struggling with. Wow. Okay, so if that side picked up, then I am thinking maybe I should just peel this part and redo that part. How about that? Because that is the part that I was actually worried about, the part that actually peeled. So let's try that again. Once again, moment of truth. I don't even know if I filmed the last part, but anyway, here we are. I think to some extent this worked. To some extent this worked. And I think this is what I'm going for. We do have patches here and there, but I think that's something we can fix. So that's exactly what I'm going to do with my ring finger. Okay, I'm going to repeat the same steps, but I think I'm going to repeat them off camera because I don't know. Like I keep pausing and unpausing, and I'm not even sure what I recorded and what I haven't at this point. So I'm just going to repeat the same steps. If you feel like this was a tutorial for you and you'd like to do the same anything, I would recommend that you actually rewatch the first part, because honestly, this is I don't know, maybe I should just do this. Just stop being lazy, Khanyi. Just do this on camera, okay? At least this time you know what you're doing. Well, I hope you do. Do you? Okay, you saw that I applied that on the first, just a strip, and then hold that down and cure that. So I'm doing that in 3 parts. The middle part, which I hold, and then the other 2 parts on the sides. It's not perfect, but I think it's much better. It turned out much better than it would have had I done it any other way, honestly. Okay, do we have another reveal? I hope it's looking good so far, but I hope it is as good as it looks. Ooh, I like that. What? This one turned out much better. I'm so glad I did it on camera. I was so discouraged. I almost did not do that on camera, but I'm glad I did it on camera. So I'm gonna protect these layers using, maybe I should use base coat. Either base coat or whatever that's close to me right now. But let me take a breather because child. Okay, I took a break. I'm fine now. I have base gel here and I'm just gonna apply this base gel just to protect this layer. This one is a bit patchy, like I said, but I think it's not too bad, especially because I have the natural color looking nails. So I can also cover that with whatever, whether it's stickers and stuff. I mean, it's not too bad, like I said, and newspapers are newspapers, so I don't know. Okay, so that is cured, and I'm just gonna use sanitizer to wipe off the tacky layer of that base coat before I go in with this nude blush acrylic from Bling Girl. Okay, so I am going to start with my pinky, and I want a Frenchie on my pinky and on my thumb. I am liking the mini breaks that I take in between because, to be honest, I feel refreshed again and again and again. And if it means that I have to put on tips and take a break and then come back and cut the tips and take a break, I'll do that if it makes me feel good. Okay, I want to enjoy doing my nails because sometimes doing nails can feel like a chore, and as soon as taking care of yourself feels like a chore, then you know something is not right. Then you know that you're not aligned somewhere, somehow, you know. So I'm just gonna make sure that I take care of myself, even if it may seem ridiculous to the next person the way I do what I do, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I was saying something earlier on. I forgot what it was. What was I saying? See now, I remember starting a topic and then saying I would mention it once I started doing my nails, because I don't like empty spaces in videos where I just talk and do nothing. Oh my gosh. Okay, once I'm done with this Frenchie, I'm gonna have to go back and listen to what I was trying to say. Maybe I'll remember and then come back and go on with what I wanted to say. I don't really think it's important though, but the fact that I wanted to say it, I want to say it. Oh, okay. Now I remember what I was saying. So basically, I had mentioned why, I wanted to mention why I'm using collages for this nail inspo. I'm actually trying to challenge myself to be more creative. If you've been watching me for a while, then you know how many times I keep saying in my videos that I feel like I am not creative. I don't have creative ideas. I tend to do recreations a lot and maybe just change a thing or two from the recreation to just give it a taste of who I am. But for the most part, I don't have the creative juices flowing exactly from my own brains. So I've been looking on Pinterest for a lot of collages, and I got this idea from binge watching. And Elizabeth, she did a video, I don't know how long ago, because like I said, I've been binge watching her videos, where she used Pinterest to look for collages that would help her with nail ideas. So I did the same thing, but of course I went for styles that I felt resonated with me. And that's what I want to start doing, when I don't feel like I want to do a recreation and I feel like I'm not creative enough, then I can just look at a collage and come up with a nail set from that. So that's exactly what I am doing here. I want to do this a lot so that anything that I see, even outside of Pinterest, can be an inspo for my nails, because doing my nails is very therapeutic for me. I love doing my nails. nails. And that's why when a lot of people keep saying, no, you should start doing nails, you know, you do nice nails. And I'm like, oof, I don't know if I want to share that part of me with everyone else. I mean, yes, I would make a lot of money. There's a lot of people who tell me that. And I believe it because when I look at the market and how people do nails around my area, I can tell that not a lot of people do what I do. And I don't mean this in a cocky way. I'm not being arrogant about it. I'm just being realistic. I think I do get out of, I'm like more of a YouTube nail artist, like not on Instagram anymore. I was gonna say like Instagram nail types, if you know what I mean. Like on Instagram, usually they do these nails that just don't feel realistic. So I kind of feel like I do that, but not too out of context, like not too much unrealistic. And I don't think a lot of people around me are putting in as much effort in that area, and I think that's where I was gonna pop. I would have a target market that is very different, but I still, every time I think about doing nails, providing a service of doing nails, it just puts me off. But maybe in the future, but for now, I'm just enjoying this for myself. And then my way of sharing it will definitely just be YouTube for now. Okay, so we have a lumpy application, but that's okay. Let's try and fix the smile line before we go on with the colors that we want in the French nails. You can't tell me I haven't been doing better with filing my smile lines lately. I used to skip this step all the time, but I've been doing it a lot lately, so big ups to me for that. Even though it doesn't always look good, but practice makes me get better. There's progress in practice. That's what I'm trying to say. Alright, so I have more Bling Girl colors here, and I think this is going to be the first time I use this yellow Bling Girl color, but neither here nor there. I want to use these as ombres on my Frenchies, so I'm going to start with this brown actually, and I hope it comes out very well. But I also feel like I've been doing very well, if I do say so myself, with my acrylic application. I haven't been struggling with it being runny. When I realized that it's about to get runny, I stick the brush back in the acrylic so that it grabs more powder, and I've just been able to handle the acrylic better. And sometimes, like I say, it's not the product but the user, and that's why when I am struggling with something, usually I just say, maybe I'm not using this right, maybe this supplier should have a tutorial on how to handle their products. But I think with time, it just comes naturally. The more you use the product, the easier it gets to maneuver and to keep moving in that regard. I am so sorry. I am just going on and on and on, and I'm just in my zone, and I'm realizing that there's so much noise outside. So please forgive me for that, honestly. Okay, and then while that is on, I'm gonna use this yellow. In fact, I wanna ombre the yellow on there, but because this is still wet, I'm gonna go on and use the yellow here, and then I'm gonna ombre from yellow to brown on this nail. I actually love this yellow. Like I said, I think this is the first time I'll be using this yellow from Bling Girl, and I've had it for so long, and I don't know why I haven't used it, but I'm happy I have it. It's actually such a beautiful color. The whole point is I'm just trying to ombre the yellow and the brown. It is hot, so that's why the acrylic is drying too quick on me, but that's okay. As long as when I file it, you don't see the line of demarcation of where the different beads were laid, then that's okay. I always find satisfaction in filing my Frenchies because I don't apply them quite neat. So when I file and then you see a beautiful smile line coming out, it's very satisfying for me. Oops. Okay, that was too wet. We don't like to waste over here. Okay, that might not look too pleasing, but it's fine. I'm going to use this clear acrylic to encapsulate this. I am keeping a positive mindset for this nail set because there's nothing else I'm gonna do. I'm just believing that this is gonna turn out well and everything is going to be okay. All right, I'm just hoping for the best, honestly, and I'm believing that my encapsulations are smooth and clear. I think my encapsulations for my right hand were quite good, and I didn't mind the bubbles because it is a water nail set, so bubbles are fine. But in this case, I'm just hoping the bubbles are at a minimum. Okay, I'm trying to work as fast as possible because it is hot and everything is just drying too quick for my liking, so bear with me. Okay, that sounds like it's ready to file. So let me go on and do what I do. I don't like keeping filing in my videos, so I'm not gonna keep filing in my videos. And I wanted to say, you know, if you feel like you like filing in videos, then let me know. But the problem is I do schedule my videos for long ahead. So if you tell me that you like something right now, you're probably gonna see it being implemented probably like 3 months down the line, if I'm not exaggerating, that is. But I'm gonna cut to when my nails are filed. And for once I did not forget to do that, because usually I do that and then I forget, and then I come in and I totally forgot that I was supposed to come out like this, and then I cut it out. Anyway, I've got these rhinestones here. Before I use any of them, I'm going to sanitize my middle finger, because you see the problem I have with this wipe, what's supposed to be a lint-free wipe. Let me use a different one. Okay, this one is the best to use. I'm just trying to get the other ones used up so that I can just be left with these ones to use, but this one is the best, honestly, also from Shein. But I am going to try and do a sunflower. So I don't even want to speak negatively about this. Let me see, where do I want the sunflower? Do I want it this side or this side? Okay, let's do this. In fact, you know what, let me speak positively. I will do a sunflower. I did struggle previously while I was trying to do a flower. This time around, I will do a great job. Okay, I will definitely do a great job. Watch the space. So I'm just doing the center of the sunflower right here, because I'm about to do something great. Just watch out. I could have done this with brown acrylic, but I wanted rhinestones instead, because why not? Okay, so I have these right here. I'm gonna be using this green that I used last time when I tried to do a floral nail set, and I'm adding another Bling Girl color to the mix. Like, if Bling Girl doesn't sponsor me at this point, I don't know. But anyway, I am going to do a floral nail set. I don't know how good I'm gonna be with this, but I am not going to give up, okay? I am going to do this, and I'm going to do this very, very well. Okay, I think that bead specifically was small, but I am going for sunflowers, and I hope it shows what I'm trying to do, okay? Because floral nails can be very frustrating. That's another thing I did notice last time, and I thought it was just a acrylic problem, that the acrylic would level out very quickly. But I think that is a good petal for a first petal, so maybe I should wet my brush even more and get a bigger bead. But let's see how that goes. There's so much going on outside, please forgive me for that. I do need some fresh air, that's why I'm not closing the windows, but I also think I need to concentrate on this, so maybe I should just speed this up instead. The ombre between the orange and the yellow isn't going the way I wanted to, but at least there's some ombre there. It just looks like an acrylic that has a bleeding color, like that has an uneven color, but anyway, we'll go with that. Am I getting better at this, or am I getting better at this? You can't tell me that doesn't look good. Maybe too much, but we're getting there, okay? We're getting there. I'm happy about that. Progress is progress, and I think I might have to start doing a lot of nail art like that so that I can see my progress, okay? But just to add some accent to that, I think I'm gonna do this. I hope I'm not ruining it. Did I speak too soon? What is happening? I feel like I'm out of frame for the most part. Okay, everything is drying, and while that is drying, I'm gonna use this X-Acto knife and I'm gonna dip it. I don't know if I should be dipping it in the monomer or in the acrylic, but okay, I dipped it in the monomer, so let's see. Oop, am I ruining it? Okay, I think I was supposed to dip it in the acrylic, so let's dip it in the acrylic and let's see. Okay, that's working much better. So don't dip it in the monomer, dip it in the acrylic. Look, I am happy about that. I'm gonna start doing a lot of floral nails if that's how I'm gonna get, okay? If that means I'm gonna get better. So I'm gonna use this beige gel, and I'm gonna use it on my French and ombre mixture so that I can put on my butterflies there, because on the vintage picture there were a little bit of butterflies there. So I just want to incorporate some butterflies, and as much as I'm painting the whole nail with beige gel, I don't think I'm gonna put that much butterflies but I just want to cover the whole nail, that's all. Okay, so here are some butterflies that I have right here. I think I want these big ones, like maybe one big one and one small one on my thumb. We do have a lot of space, so I can do that. So let me cut one big one and one small one for the thumb, like that. The small one shouldn't be too small. In fact, you know what? I think I want two on each nail, so this is gonna be small enough for the pinky, just like this one. So I'm going for using the full butterfly effect and also using half of the butterfly, so two of each. Let's just cut this aside. Let me just go for that one. This is gonna be hard. It's just so hard to keep these things when they're in pieces like this. Like, how do I store this without losing my butterflies? Because I want to get use of everything. See, like this one, I'm trying not to snip it off, but it guts to go. Okay, I'm just gonna leave these in there to soak before I put them on my nails. Okay, I can already see this big one separated from its paper right there. Oof, I don't think that was a good idea. I should have checked my nail. There's so much lint on this nail. Right, let's try and save that. So I'm gonna put this on my nail right there, and I'm glad I put on the base coat because then it makes it easy to slide around. I like that. And then I'm gonna go for this one to do the same thing. I learned this beautiful trick from Pretty Nails Uncut. I'll never forget how this was so helpful for me. Might have left these for too long because they're literally coming off their papers. Oh, I love that. Love, love, love that. But now I feel like these two nails are a little empty, so maybe I should add like a butterfly each, but I don't want to take away from the newspaper, so no, it's fine. You know what, it's okay. Okay, never mind. I ended up adding those butterflies to the nails because I just felt like they looked a little too empty for my liking. I'm gonna top coat these nails because I am officially done working on them. I am also gonna top coat the flower nail, but I'm gonna do it individually because I'm going to be using a liner brush to do that because I am not planning on top coating the flowers themselves. I'm planning on top coating around the flower, not the flowers, but the flower petals. Okay, so there we go. I also top coated the sides of that nail. I think I did a pretty good job, if I do say so myself. I'm just going to apply this cuticle oil onto my cuticles because I am officially done with this nail set. I am happy about this flower. I feel like I could just do acrylic flowers on every nail set that I do from now on. Honestly, I should be filing off the acrylic on my skin, but anyway, I really like the flowers. The flower rather on my nail might be my favorite feature of the nails. But yeah, there we have the final nails. Let me know what you think about these nails without these nails looking too oily. Let me know what you think about them. How do you think I could have improved them? I don't like how the thumb is looking square and every other nail is looking coffin, and all my fingernails are looking fine like this, but like this my index finger looks crooked. But it's okay, no one knows. No one will know. No one will know. Let me know what you think about this nail set. If you're still watching this far, please leave a sunflower emoji in the comment section to let me know that you've watched all the way. I appreciate you for watching, and please subscribe so that you stay tuned for my next video. And remember, it's free. Okay, it's free. Thanks for watching once again. Bye.